Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, we are going to be doing a Commander Focus video on Galadriel. I think I did a video for her way back, probably in like Season 3. And I'll be honest, I was a bit noob then, but now I know the meta. I've been using her a lot. We're going to show you exactly how to use her, the best way to build her, and get into some PvP action in that. She's very tough, trust me. I bump into her a lot. I only recommend, if you are using her, to only use her against good. If you're in like a Season 4 replay or anything like that, and you're versing all evil, I would just sit her out for the whole season. She's not very good against the evil, I can tell you that straight up. But yeah, in saying that, let's get into it, and let's find out why Galadriel is known for the one-stack troop queen. I'll be sort of doing that. I'll probably have a little bit of troops on here because I want to be using Rise Up because I'm in Season 5 replay. Yeah, but let's get into it and check her out first, shall we? So I currently have her level 48. I have her at Respect level 8. So as you can see, she is a very high focused commander, and that's what you want to be focusing on increasing with your gear, is increasing her base focus stats. So as you can see, this sword here is very good to carver. It doesn't give a lot of focus, but 24 is good. But the army attack buff to men, which you'll mostly be using on her, is very good. But the main reason we use this is because Smite, because she does a lot of commander damage, like focus damage. And so every time she performs a normal attack, you're going to have an extra 35% chance of dealing an additional 104% focus when it's fully refined. There's a couple of other really good swords, like the Noldor sword, which has a really good effect on it. Like this, which is even better, but it is gold and you need a lot of refinement. But this is the go-to sword for any normal player, pretty much. The next one I always run is the Quilted Armor. I like using this just because it has the focus protection. So basically, if you do bump into another Galadriel, you're going to get a definite buff and a bonus against her, because you're going to be taking 60% less focus damage. So that's why I always use that there. Sorry about that flash in there, guys. There was a little bit of a glitch in the system. The next thing we have is this Trapper's Hood. Now, I could put a full refined one on, but I got it on my Gilgalad at the moment. I don't want to pull it on and off in that, but I got an 83.3% chance to inflict madness every 2 rounds, so that is very good. Also buffs army attack range, but that's not going to be coming into any effect with this build that we're going to be using. And the final one that I have is the Worn Out Smoking Pipe. It's really good. It increases commander focus, but it also, every 2 rounds, all allied units recover 38% HP, which is going to buff with her HP healing effects that we're going to go over just now. So I have her Respect 8. Now, I highly recommend, you need her R5 to be able to fight at her absolute best. If you don't have an R5, she's alright, but then I wouldn't even really use it too much then. But yeah, R5 is where you need to be, because you want to be using this skill right here, which increases Galadriel's focus plus 30% with a max level effect of plus 15. This is going to help these focus attacks that we're going to look at in a moment do a lot more damage. This skill right here is probably the best skill on her completely. Ring of Water. 1 allied unit. Now this is why you want to be running 1 stack. Or you want to be running how I am, which you'll see soon, and them two, my troops will die in the first round, and then it would just be those left for the healing. But this doesn't kick into the start of round 3. So basically, as you can see right here, guys, 360% HP and then gain a 50% chance. So if you get the 50% chance, you're going to be doing a lot of healing, guys. That's really good. And then I always do Magical Barrier, because it increases your army's defense by 23, and you'll see how that comes more into effect in a minute. Now, this is where all the focus damage is done. So as you can see, Galadriel's focus damage is increased by 45%, and normal attacks will now cause focus damage as well. You definitely want to run full surge. This is going to deal 150% focus damage twice, but it separates the attack against one troop than another target. And then we have Focus Rave, which against an enemy deals 198% focus damage once, and it inflicts madness for 1 round. So as you can see, we can do some madness there. Also with our helm that we showed before, it's going to continue some madness. Then I just put the rest of my points into White Council and then try to put points into High Alert because that's also going to reduce the amount of focus burn and poison damage that you're going to receive. You could also put the points down here if you wanted to and then put 1 point into Parting Gift for a little bit of extra healing. But all in all, she does very good just with this 1 Ring of Water healing. Now, for her troop combination, what I like to do is the full stack method, which is there's a few. You can use either the Cavs or the Catters, I should say, but they're very expensive and they don't work as well. And I'm just running Sentinels on here at the moment. Like, I'm just trying to fill these up. So every time, like, I'm building the troops at the moment. So every time I build the troops, I just add another 100 more, like so. So eventually I'll have 100, then I'll have a full stack. So yeah, we have that full stack there, like so. And that's going to be the troop combination. Now, you can just run that full stack completely by itself. I'm only running this because I'm running Rise Up in Season 5, which gives me the extra effect of doing 15% extra army and commander damage. That's why I'll do that. So yeah, we're going to basically get her into some PvP action. Try hunt down a Théoden to show you how good she does against Théoden. So yeah, let's get into it in just a moment. Rightio, guys, so we're going in for the battle. I had a few heart attacks. I thought a few people were going to attack it. I sent out messages and everything. I had to march so far because my bases got destroyed by this guy. I've got another PvP that I'm just mucking around with someone over here. At the moment, we got a draw. I'm not sure what's happening over there. We'll have to check it out later. But yeah, we've got Galadriel going in. I can show you the troop combination. I didn't have enough troops to fully max this out, so I got 200 here. I usually run 100, so it's not a huge difference. But yeah, let's see how she performs against Théoden, which you will see a lot across the map. And then afterwards, I'm going to battle another Galadriel and see what happens there and see if the focus protection helps us in that. So yeah, I've got a couple of fun PvPs lined up with Galadriel. I've got so many commander videos. I don't know if you would have seen them by now or what, but I've got a lot. All right, here we go. We got into a draw. Let's have a look, shall we, guys? And as you can see, the results work perfectly, exactly like I said they would. Those two died first, and then our mounted. So this is looking very good. Let's have a look at the gear on this Théoden. Okay. Alrighty, okay. Alright, first off, not a very strong Théoden when it comes to skilling, that's for sure. So he has the mounted, he has cleave. If I was him, I would be taking the skill points out of these and be putting it into his third skill, which he doesn't have, which is probably his best skill to give him the HP buff. So I will definitely give this guy a message and let him know that he needs to do some adjustments. Otherwise, he's got all the troops and everything alright. But yeah, probably we would have definitely taken more damage in that, and he would have not as got his damage. So if he had a better build. So yeah, this was a little bit off. Like, usually I'll do about 200,000 damage, not 276,000. As you can see, I barely took any damage whatsoever there. But usually I'd probably take around about 150,000 or something and heal about 90k. But yeah, so these are a little bit inconclusive. I'm gonna leave it now. Like, I'm gonna back off and he can go and finish it if you want. I'm going to message the teammate and say he can finish it off if he likes. But yeah, I'm going to restock back up. And we're going to get into a battle with someone else and see what happens. We're going to go battle a Galadriel soon, which I believe is right here waiting for me. Rightio, guys. So we're almost ready for that Galadriel versus Galadriel battle. They have a level 49. I'm just trying to find out whether they're fully healed, ready to go. I'm trying to get someone to do a clairvoyance or something for me because I'm out of points at the moment. You can see with my Galadriel, I've got the perfect setup now. I've got 100 instead of the 200. I could probably even show you his Galadriel, who sent me a thing before of a battle. That's why I was just wondering to see if he was still healed back up. But as you can see, it's pretty good. He does have the chance for stun and madness immunity, so he might be able to inflict madness on me, but I can't on him. As for skilling, we're pretty much in respect level, pretty much identical. I'd say he's probably respect 7 or 8 as well. I've pretty much got exactly the same build except for one little point here. And I think I've got a better chess piece than him. But it's going to be very interesting, to say the least. I'm just hoping someone can do that clairvoyance for me real quick, because I don't want to attack him while he's down and injured. So we'll be back in just a moment with that. Another thing we got to take into consideration as well with her skilling is the RNG. So what, even though he's high level or I'm lower level, the RNG on Ring of Water, if you don't get the 50% chance of that extra healing, this can make a big difference in the battle. So that's something we would definitely be doing a breakdown for sure. So we'll definitely see who gets that and who don't. Maybe we don't get it, maybe we both get it. But that can be a big changing factor within the battle, especially when you're versing another really good healing commander. Rightio, beautiful. He's full. He's got 7,400 of them. He's a level higher. I had to use my own clairvoyance because no one did it. I think everyone's asleep or getting drunk for New Year's, probably. Alright, let's go. This is going to be very interesting. He's got 1 level on me. He's using a single stack. I am using Rise Up, which may help me a little bit. But it's going to be a very interesting battle. It could go either way with the Ring of Water, so we'll definitely check that out. But yeah, all I know is this battle could go for a long while. We're just going to see what initially happens, but obviously we all know it's going to be a draw, of course. But yeah, this is just for a bit of fun to see what happens. But will my focus, let's see, 5,000, 14, 43, 25. Okay, so it looks like, wow. Okay, it looks like I've done a lot better. Okay, now let's we need to have a look at a few factors first. The first factor, the reason why I did this battle, was to test and show you why the quilted armor is amazing, especially if you bump into other Galadriels. That's the whole point of this battle. So we reduced our focus damage received there by 60%. What we really need to do, let's have a look at the symmetry in the battles and that. So, wow. Look at the damage reduction. That is actually insane. So I did 190,000 damage. That's around about usually normal, like I said in the last battle. I usually do between like 170 to 200. As you can see, her healing was a lot higher. Obviously because I did a lot more damage. But yeah, I think we need to go a bit further into breakdown to see what happened here. Obviously, I had Rise Up as well, which gives me a little bit of a boost as well. But I'll show you that in the breakdown in just a moment. So if we go in here, have we gone past the troops pre-battle? It'll be on the pre-battle here, guys. So we've all got the same and that focus damage received and everything. I had high alert on, so my troops did have a 7% reduction in receiving focus damage as well. That's why it's good. Even getting that 1 point on high alert is very good. Where's the troops? Did we go past the troops already? Are they up the top here? Ram Riders, Guard Towers, Sentinel. You should see it here. It is. Sentinels rise up, so it gives an extra 15% damage right there for Galadriel. This is what's really would have helped as well. Now, let's have a look at the... I want to go to level 3 in that as well. Okay, so she did get stun and madness immunity, so that was very interesting. I just want to scroll through and look at the results here. So it looks like I outsped and was attacking first. She mended and stuff like that. Attacks. Then her guard towers attacked. But they're not doing a lot of damage there, really, are they? I want to go to round 3. That's the big one we need to look at. Okay. Alright, so Galadriel activates Ring of Water, 4,000. For tower guards, and then Galadriel's Ring of Water heals guard by 0. So I think mine did kick in twice, but the first healing was enough to heal the troops because I didn't take as much damage because of those first 2 other armies that I have on there. I always reckon, even if you don't have Rise Up, I highly recommend you do that because it can negate attack against your actual guard towers. I did 17,000 damage there. And then the Surge, as you can see, Surge is crazy, 14,000. Sustain, we didn't do anything there. Now, let's go to his healing. Alright, so here we go. So he got worse. Wait, Ring of Water recovered does not affect. Okay, so he got worse RNG, so we need to take that into effect as well. So he did get the first, which healed 11,270 units, which took him back up to 61 from his starting of like 7,200. Now, if he got a second healing, that probably would have done another 270, and he would have got about another 270 units. I don't think it would have affected the outcome of the battle a whole lot, but it does show that the RNG is a big thing as well. Yeah, but let's take that into effect. But yeah, very interesting battle, guys. I don't want to wipe out all the rest of his troops and stuff like that, so I'm going to recall and stuff like that. Like, I am just trying to get into the top prestige, but we're doing respectful battles here. But yeah, all in all, I think my Galadriel is fantastic. She's very good all-rounder. I just wanted to show you some of the things, like, obviously, the reduction of my focus was pretty much the turning point of that battle there, and I got a little bit better healing RNG. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap up the video there, so until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous.
Of the EJU army, yeah, you guys are legends to me, so let's keep on.